on button, off button.
Mahjong.
It's Mr. Yeah, that's us too. I don't dial this real quick. Mr. Harder, did you get your agenda up and running?
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Are you
Yeah, I'm
talking to me?
Yeah. You hurry up.
I'm ready. How rocking the
All right. I'll call the meeting to order. For those who care to, please rise for an opening prayer and salute to our flag. Mr. Mendez, would you lead us in a word of prayer, sir?
Our dear gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for this evening, the right to gather. We just ask that you lead and guide us and be with us throughout this evening. It's in your Son's precious name we pray. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Just a few announcements tonight. Mr. Greg Smith, your birthday, sir.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, sir, on May 21st. It was 2 days ago. It's a little late, but we're okay.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
And Mr. Daniel Harder had a birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. I'm not going to say how old you are because I do know.
That's okay. I don't care if everybody knows I'm 38.
Hey, that's 17th time. Perfect.
Okay.
Also, one other birthday is on June 6th. Mr. Ron Derrickson. You want Daniel to tell you how old you are?
Happy birthday to you.
No. Those are all I know. Happy birthday, all gentlemen.
Thank
Who did you slip in, Jared?
Jared.
I was late. Sorry about
No,
that.
we were late. I'd like to open it up now to citizen participation. Anyone wishing to speak to anything not on the agenda, please come forward, state your name, give us your best 3 minutes, and sign in if you would.
Hi,
Hi.
my name's Judy Rogers, and I live at, can't write and talk at the same time,
That's okay.
431 South Beechwood here in Republic. First of all, I'd like to just say quickly that I don't even know who my representatives are for that area. Never met them, never heard from them, nothing from them.
I don't want you to vote for him.
I didn't vote for anybody because I didn't know who I was voting for. Anyway, that's beside the point. I would like to talk about the, I don't think this is on the agenda, I'm not sure, moving of the city offices.
Yes, ma'am, it's not on the agenda, so
Okay. As I understand, we have, you're in the process of determining whether or not to move the city offices. As I also understand, we have property already available that is paid for inside the city limits, and I'm wondering why on earth you would want to waste our taxes, our tax monies, to buy another piece of land that hasn't already been bought and paid for. That's just isn't a responsible action in my view. It would cost so much more to buy a new parcel of land, run the utility lines to it, and the cost of a new building. That would just be outrageous, I would think. You have to remember, you have people living here who are low income, fixed Social Security incomes, single parent family incomes. The taxes are already too high for me. I'm recently widowed, and it's hard to pay all the taxes due, as is. Sorry. Please think long and hard when you're spending our tax monies before you decide to move your city hall. If taxes keep going up, I'm just going to have to move to another state because I've got family out of state and I don't want to move. Thank you for letting me voice my opinion.
thank you, Ms. Rogers. Anyone else wishing to speak to anything not on the agenda? Please come forward, state your name, sign in, give us your best 3 minutes. Ms. Rogers, you're the lucky one tonight. You're the only one. Well, thank you. Thank you. Seeing that, citizen participation closed, we'd like to open it up for motion for approval of consent agenda.
Motion?
Second.
I have a motion, second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Any abstentions? Motion carries. On the financial report, welcome, Mr. O'Donnell. Give us the overview.
Thank you, Mayor, and good evening to everyone. We'll keep it brief this evening. The subject is sales tax collections. I trust everyone had received the latest copy of, complete with our April numbers, courtesy of the Department of Revenue. 1 cent general sales tax, we were up against this time last year. We received $141,810.08 for the month of April. That's 8.6% greater than April of 2015. For the year, year to date, we are at $722,964. That is 16.3% greater than this time last year. We'll keep hoping for a nice, healthy upswing. With respect to the 1/8 cents fire sales tax, we received $17,725.96, and we are also just a little over 16% better than this time last year, year to date. With respect to motor fuel tax, we're at $32,881 for April, and we are at $127,168 for the year. That is a little less than 1%. We're staying even with what was done last year. So that is what we're looking at with respect to our sales taxes. They're still coming in pretty healthy. And with that, I'll open it up for questions, comments, discussion.
Questions, comments, discussion from Mr. O'Donnell. Anything at all? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Any abstentions? Motion carries. Thank you, sir. Motion to approve financial report. I thought I had that. Did I not have that? Okay. Motion to approve financial report.
Motion.
Second.
You guys switched off. I have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Any abstentions? That motion carries. Thank you very much. I guess I did my own motion, sorry. Reports from staff, Mr. Keeley?
No, sir.
Mr. Darrison?
No, sir.
Future community events. You sure you don't want to have somebody from Parks come up and do this?
But it's good. Well, it's good. Future community events, the rest of May on into June. This coming Thursday is Senior Movie Day, 3 p.m. The movie is In the Heart of the Sea, and then we offer free popcorn and coffee. It's at the Public Community Center. May 27th is Todd Academy. That's on Friday. It's at 9:30 or 10:45. That's for children ages 2 to 5 years old. This coming Saturday, May 28th, is Republic Aquatic Center opening day. Just a reminder, our operating hours are Monday through Saturday from noon to 7, and on Sunday from noon to 6. This coming Monday, May 30th, is Memorial Day, and city offices will be closed. June the 2nd is a public meeting to view and comment on the proposed roadway improvements to East Pine and North Oakwood Avenue. This meeting will be held at the Republic Community Center from 4:30 to 7 p.m. June the 3rd is a rescheduled movie at the AMP. That movie will be Jurassic World. The movie begins at 8:45 p.m. June 10th through July 1st is Todd Academy. That's for ages 2 to 5. June 14th through July 19th is Arthritis Foundation Exercise Program. That's on Tuesdays at 1:30 p.m. at the Community Center. June 17th is another movie at the AMP, beginning at 8:45, and the movie will be The Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 2. June 30th is another Senior Movie Day. The movie is still to be announced, be held at 3 p.m. And our 20th annual Habablast celebration will be held on Friday, July 1st. That's from 6 to 10 p.m. at J.R. Martin. Park.
Thank you, sir. Board Commissions and Committee Schedule, Board of Adjustments, June 2nd, Capital Improvements, May 25th. City Council meeting, June 13th and June 27th. Planning and Zoning, June 20th. On to old business and tabled items, would like to have a motion to remove Bill number 16-02 from the table.
Motion.
Second.
A motion second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed no. Any abstentions? Motion carries. We'll let Mr. Derrickson give an overview at this particular time, and we'll move from there for what council desires to do at this particular moment.
As you'll recall, we had the first reading of this back earlier this year, and we decided to postpone the second reading until we saw what the legislature did with regard to extending the time to have this vote. There was a bill before the legislature to extend the time for 5 years. That got amended to extend the time to 2 years. So, at this point, council could choose to go ahead and set an election either in August or November, or simply delay without any change in the revenue stream or anything, the election until either next spring at the regular council election or the spring of 2018. And another change they made to the legislation that was previously passed was that there was no ability to bring this back up if it failed. Well, they added in there that if you've had this vote and it's failed, or if you've never had the vote and you let the time run out, you can still propose the tax on the out-of-state vehicle purchases at some future election and actually word the thing correctly, as opposed to the way the current the legislation, where it is a vote for yes means no and a vote for no means yes, is basically the way it is right now. So, if council wants to go ahead and proceed with an election, it can be in August or November. If you want to just wait and do this in either 2017 or 2018, then what we would need would be a motion to postpone indefinitely.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second to postpone indefinitely. Discussion? Any discussion? Let's have any discussion on that particular motion. And a second.
I think it's a good motion.
Well, thank you, Daniel. Happy birthday.
Any other pertinent discussion? All right. Killing me. Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Any abstentions? Thank you very much. That motion carries. On the next item, I'd like to have a motion to have the second reading of bill number 16-09. Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Good evening.
Evening.
Good evening. Oh, I'm sorry, I cut off Brenda, boy.
Oh.
I'm in a hurry. I'm in a hurry tonight.
An ordinance of the City Council of the City of Republic, Missouri, authorizing the mayor to enter into an intergovernmental cooperative agreement on behalf of the City of Republic with the Department of Public Safety.
The motion to have final approval, bill number 16-09. Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. Welcome, Chief. Give us the overview, sir.
Okay, I'm done. Good evening again.
Good evening.
This is second reading. Obviously, this data sharing agreement that the Republic Police Department would enter into would be with MODEX, which is Missouri's data exchange system. This is a statewide data exchange system from records management systems connected with law enforcement throughout the state. The intention is to share data, criminal data, with other agencies throughout the state so that we can connect the dots, or agencies have the ability to better connect the dots in terms of criminal behavior that is statewide. And we have not participated in this in the past. We utilize a records management system called Niche that is also used by the Greene County Sheriff's Department and the Springfield Police Department. Both Springfield and Greene County have signed signed MODEX data sharing agreements, and it requires that we also participate in that. I've reviewed the proposal by MODEX. I've talked with both Greene County and Springfield, and my experience in data sharing of criminal information is positive, and I believe this is something that we need to participate in. And since the last meeting, I've actually had an opportunity to meet with MODEX and Greene County and the Sheriff's Department. The plan would be, if we move forward tonight, if the council gives approval to move forward on this, to have this data sharing agreement operational by July of this year. and I'm open to any questions.
Thank you. Questions, comments, discussion for Chief Law? Anything at all? Seeing none, roll call vote.
Councilmember Smith?
Aye.
Councilmember Poole?
Aye.
Councilmember Mendez?
Aye.
Councilmember Harder?
Aye.
Councilmember Brashears?
Aye.
Councilmember Jones? Councilmember Wilson?
Aye.
Councilmember Clinkenbeard?
Aye.
Motion carries 8-0. Thank you very much, Chief.
My apologies, Brandon. You're good.
On to other business, resolution number 16-R-47, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Republic, Missouri, authorizing the interim city administrator to execute contracts with Empire District Electric Company for a wide area network WAN system and for internet service. I'd like to have a motion. I have a
Motion.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Welcome, Mr. Salinas. Give us the overview, sir. I got out ahead of you, sorry.
Oh, sorry. This is just simply a continuation of our contract. Previously, our RAM was a ring fashion, and we've had multiple outages before. This last outage we had, I think a squirrel chewed through fiber and brought down the entire network. With this new contract, we're going to have a more redundant, more robust WAN network for each building. So in the event that we have a break in Brookline or a break at the PD, it won't bring the other sites down. And everybody else will be able to work as normal. So, and the internet contract is simply just doubling the speed, doubling the bandwidth, keeping the same cost as we did the previous 2 years. So.
Questions, comments, discussion. Mr. Clinkenbeard.
Sorry to play a little phone tag with you. I had a couple questions on the pricing for the new MPLS network. Is like $3,600. Is that the same cost as well that we were paying for the ring, or how does that compare?
No, the ring previously we were on a 7-year contract with that. We were at $3,750, something like that, and this is a 3-year at $3,600 a month.
Okay, so it's comparable on that side then.
Yeah.
The other thing is I noticed that the connection at the sites is like a 10, 100, 1000 connection. Do we actually have that full bandwidth between the sites, or is that just with the connection?
No, we actually do a full gig.
Excellent.
Full gig, yeah.
Great.
And then we also have the option in a year and a half to go to 10 gig.
Cool.
So.
Excellent. Good job.
Is there going to be a charge for that 10 gig?
No.
Okay.
No, it'll be as we get new equipment in each building, because all these buildings will be gutted, and then as they put in this new equipment, they'll upgrade their own NOC. Then as soon as their NOC is upgraded to 10G, then we'll get 10G.
Okay.
So.
That's great.
I want to thank Sean for his work on this. Just one correction, though, Sean. It is a 24-month agreement. Yeah.
2 year.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Additional questions, comments, discussion. No, but we got 2 of them to do apparently, so.
We get past the internet, that's all I think.
Yeah, you get past the internet.
And it works more fluidly, that's all I care about.
Any other questions, comments, discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Any abstentions? Motion carries 8-0. Thank you, Mr. Salinas.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Nice to see you in a meeting.
That concludes our regular business. I'd like to go into executive session under RSMO 610.021.1, RSMO 610.021.2, and RSMO 610.021.3. Would like to have a motion.
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Roll call vote.
Councilmember Clinkenbeard?
Aye.
Councilmember Wilson?
Aye.
Councilmember Jones?
Aye.
Councilmember Brashears?
Aye.
Councilmember Harder?
Aye.
Councilmember Mendez?
Aye.
Councilmember Full?
Aye.
Councilmember Smith?
Motion carries. We'll take a 5-minute recess before we come back. Thank you very much. That concludes open session business for tonight.